up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. Open up your brown book, baby. Open up your brown book. Open up your brown book, baby. Look, open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. Fantasy, no one can judge. No one can judge.
Hey!
Open up your brown
Open
book,
up your
baby. It's for us. Fantasy.
Yo, it's a groove, baby. It's a groove. Hey, y'all know what's up. It's your girl, Shay Baby. Welcome back to another episode here at the Brown Book Series. It's Wednesday night. It's 7 o'clock. Brown Book Series is on. And of course, we got, listen, a friend to the show. Just a friend, man. USA Today's best-selling, award-winning author, Miss Siera.
Hey! Good to be here. Hump day.
Forever.
Yes.
See you in forever. How are you?
I am doing well enough. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Okay. Long as you're doing well, you know.
Yes, I am doing well enough. I have nothing to complain about. Just glad to be here.
We are so happy you're here. Let's welcome to the Brown Book Series, the Players Club checking in. Missy, what's up, big baby? How you doing? Hey. Yeah.
Hey, Missy.
Okay, Shindig shaking. Let's go. Mama Tony, hey y'all. Hey, Mama Tony, what's going on? Let's see here. Who else is out here in this? Oh, y'all coming on in. Hey, Angela Anderson. So Angela Anderson presents. Angela has a lot of awesome stuff going over there on her channel. So y'all make sure y'all go follow her and make sure that, y'all go and just see what's up. She talks to all these wonderful authors, just as I do. So if you're not looking at the Brown Book Series, and if you're not looking at Midnight is Book Bar, you got to check out Angela Anderson. Or you can just look at all of us. How about that?
Yes.
How about that?
That's the best right there. All of it.
That's the best right there. Check us all of the above. Check us all out. So many wonderful. Yes, girl, we listen. It's all these authors, and if you don't catch them on one show, catch them on the other. And whoever show you catch them on, it don't even matter. Go and get this damn book. Okay. Now, all my church now. Yes, sir. My church announcement. Fake it till you make it. That book. We'll get everything that has her name on it. But before we get started now, because y'all know I get besides myself in front of myself and stuff. Siera. Yes. For the 1 or 2, 3, 4, 3.5 people who don't know who you are. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about USA Today's best-selling author, Siera London. What is it like in a day in the life of Siera? Last time we talked, you had just moved and you was like, bitches.
Yes. Yes, y'all, we still snowbirding. Okay. Me and Miss Thompson still snowbirding between Florida and Virginia. We're in Virginia this week. Next week we'll be back in Florida. So we still doing all that madness. But so a day in the life of Siera London is probably a day in a suitcase, to be honest, since we always on the road. But
always on the road.
Always moving. But I like to say I write books about heroines you know, heroes you love, romance you can feel. Like regardless of the book you pick up, that's the journey I want to take you on. I want it to be women that you feel like you could be friends with, ride or die with, that's going to show up when you call.
Yes.
What you get with a Siera London romance. And Fake It Till You Make It is that and more. I've been at this writing game 9 years now.
9 years?
9 years. Yeah, 9 years in the business. Was former military, served as a pediatric nurse practitioner for 23 years. Then I decided I was going to write, but I actually started writing my first book on my lunch break. And that book changed my life. It really did.
Which book was that?
That was Chasing Ava.
Yeah.
Yep, Chasing Ava. You know, I'm a nurse, so I love writing about nurses, folks in healthcare, people in the military. Like you're usually gonna get some of that sprinkled in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
If you pick up one of my books, because you know, unsung heroes, healthcare providers. If you look at Fake It Till You Make It, EMTs, firefighters, you know, the vets that you know, our fur babies, unsung heroes. So yeah, I try to highlight the joys and pains of everyday life.
And you do, and you do. It's so funny that you said that too, because I was looking at I'm reading all your stuff or whatever, and I'm looking at reviews and looking at everything. And one lady was like, ain't no billionaires, ain't no millionaires, ain't no CEOs of all these high tech, whatever. She said it's just good old fashioned everyday people. One
Yes.
and the other lady was like, I see my husband in every single book she writes. And so I
Wow.
started looking back through it because I ain't seen shit. But let me tell you something. So I was like,
She's like, I don't know the people.
they ain't got nothing to do with you. They got to do with my husband. Like, this book, this boy, this man, this book did something different. He worked the same place you work at. Why you don't act like this? So I was like, girl, what's going on over there with you and your husband? But I like it. We love that. And the Lunchtime Chronicles, hands down, is
Ah, yes, you get all that. All your billionaires, all your mafiosos, all your
all
CEOs.
that.
Yes, two
Yes.
different worlds. But look,
Two
you can
different,
still
but
relate.
they are still relatable. I'm talking about, I
Yes,
was like, oh, y'all see. Now, use that Raw 22, the very first one
yes,
that we have. And Siera came, shut it down. When I say Siera came and shut it down, Siera not only came with all her lovingness and all her goodness and all that good stuff, honey. She came with his fine ass man.
yes,
That's
yes.
on the book, or the cover of her old book, honey.
Yep, Jose
What
Barrero. Yes.
Jose Barrera. How'd you find him, honey?
So, you know what? Romance readers are some of the best people in the world at
Yes,
making
they are.
connections.
Yeah.
So they're just good folks and they hear you when you call. And so one of my readers that I met way back in Key West, y'all, she's a military spouse. She called me and she says, I have a friend and her husband wants to be a cover model. And I
Oh,
know you and I want you to meet him because I think he would be perfect on one of your covers. And I was just being nice because, you know, that's the way we raised in the South, like you nice.
yes. Yep.
You smile whether you smile on the
Mm-hmm.
inside or not, right? You fake it till you
Yep.
make it. And I was
Yep.
like, huh, all that sounds interesting. Okay. And so I met Jose at another literary event. Like I was like, you meet me there with some people because I don't know you like that, right? So I can't meet you by myself. Like you need to come with
Okay,
some
girl.
people at. And
Right.
yes, and Miss Tony, she can speak to it because we met at a LaShira Lee event. Lights, camera,
Lights,
action.
camera, action. Hey,
Yes, yes, he was in
yes.
the lobby waiting on me. And when I saw him, I was like, "Oh yeah, she was right. You're the right person to be on one of my covers." Yes. And so that's how I met Jose and that was the first romance book cover he was ever on. Now I think he's been on more than 100 and he's now an actor and he's launched his
Yeah.
own career. So just that's what we do for one another, right? In this community, we
Right.
lift one another up. Hey,
I
LaShira,
love it. Hey, LaShira. Hey,
she
Sunshine.
remember she was
Yeah.
there. Tony was there.
Yes.
Yes, they remember Jose sitting in the lobby. And everybody was wondering, like, who is this man?
You say,
Like,
Harper, who this
I
man?
got Hopper, who this man?
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Hey, Tori. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, for the ones who just checking in with us, we're on with USA Today's bestseller author, Miss Siera London. We're going to talk about her new book, Fake It Till You Make It. And we're going to talk about all things Siera London. Y'all know she's a friend to the show, and she's just that chick. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So she's hiding us right now. So, Jose.
Okay.
So okay, so then you know how some people you see him on the cover, you know what I'm saying? You like, oh, okay, it's the
Yeah,
makeup, it's whatever. So he can't be this fine in person.
he
So baby,
is.
let me tell you something. Baby, you showed up at Raw and walked down the hallway with that
Yeah.
man. And baby, I was like, is Sierra? Her husband go whoop her ass. What is she doing? That man so damn fine in person.
He the real thing. He the real thing, y'all. And he
Tony said I
is.
was drooling.
Yes, yes, Miss Tony. She was the first person to ask, "Who this man?" So, who this man with you, Siera? I think were her exact words. Who is that?
And Midnight Ice, what's up, Midnight? Who
So,
this man?
but you know what, Jose, he is not only a beautiful man on the outside, but in the inside too. And you know what? He is a national hero. Jose, a real Army Ranger, a real MAA fighter, y'all. He is truly a protector of this nation. So it's really an honor to have him on the cover and just to be able to share his story with the world as well, right? So
Right.
he sacrificed, sacrificed to serve his country. And now this is what he wants to do. This is his passion. And to be able to just share in his journey and see him grow and just carve a path for himself doing what he loves, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the community welcomed
Oh
him.
yeah. Yeah.
That was his first romance event, right? That was his first event. And
Walmart?
no, so lights, camera,
Camera
action.
action.
Raw,
Okay, cool. That's
yeah,
what Mama Tony want to know who the hell this man is, honey.
yes. But what I love is that it was such a good experience. You know what? He called. He was like, "Can I go to Raw? Can I go to Raw?" I was like, "Absolutely. Come on, let's make this happen."
Make that thing happen. You was like, Jose
Yes,
coming with me. I was like, and then
yes,
I looked, I was like,
yes.
girl. I was like, I said, Sierra, I don't get listen, even if you change your mind and you can't come, baby, send that
Send
man this
him.
way.
Send him.
You was like, I was like, girl, send
Yes.
that man this way.
Yes, but he did a panel. He did
Yeah,
a
he did.
panel with me and he enjoyed that. And now guess what? Y'all,
What?
now he's speaking all the time. That's not something he was comfortable doing when he started this journey. But now, that is where he is. And I'm like, man, we sharing that, right? That's just what we do.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. We're gonna have to try to get this fine man back up here, honey. Because girl,
Yes.
Renata, what's up, baby? Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Hey, come on
Renata.
in. Come on in. Tony Bonita says he was what? He was awesome to talk to all of us.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
up, yeah, honey. Because I was like, we're gonna get him back to girl. Because we just want him to stand now and just he can just
Yeah.
hold it down open for everybody.
Just an all-around great guy.
Yeah, just I absolutely love it. Now, Sierra,
Yes.
Chasing Ava.
Yes.
Let's go back for a little bit. Chasing
Okay.
Miss Ava, honey. Tell us,
Okay.
and that was the first novel that introduced you
Yes.
to that introduced the world or the romance community to Sierra London. First of all, you're in this writing thing, girl. How did you know that being an author was your jug? And then why romance? Then we'll get into, Chasing Ava, what was that all about, and how was your experience, you know, your
Yeah.
publishing experience?
So all of that is hard to answer. And I say that because I was not one of those people who said I've been writing
Yeah,
since I was a little kid. I was
yeah.
a reader. I was a reader. And so I was a latchkey kid. That means my mama worked and I had to take care of myself until she got
Mhm.
home and follow the rules.
Yeah,
And look, back then in the 70s, because that's how old I am, there weren't a lot of places you could go, right? You know, like you can go to your
right.
grandma's house,
And
you
that's
can,
it.
yeah, and you can go to the library and you could go back home. Like,
It ain't
and
no spend the night nowhere. Don't ask to spend the night
yes,
nowhere.
yes. Everything else would get you beat. You get in trouble.
Yes.
So I spent a lot of time in the library. I was that kid where the librarians knew my name and they knew when I walked in and they knew when I walked out. And if anybody walked in that library that looked shady, they was coming over like, you need to move away from her. Like, they
Yeah.
protected me. They
Yeah.
watched for me. That's the kind
It
of
was a
neighborhood.
village back then, and your parents allowed
Yes,
it because they knew that they had, the grown-ups had the best
yes,
interest for you. Yeah.
yes. And like, how your mom used to say, don't talk to nobody and nobody better
Mm-mm.
not talk to you or you what? You the one in trouble.
You
So
in trouble. Yep.
yes, get away from me. My mom said I can't talk to nobody. Nobody can talk to me. Don't ask me nothing.
Shit. I still don't speak to people sometimes. They look shady. Don't talk to them.
Yes. So that was me. I was the kid that had a book in my hand. Always, and just reading everything wasn't novels, y'all. I read magazines, I read the newspaper, I just read. And that fed my joy, my love of story. It really wasn't until I became an adult. And I don't know if y'all remember Black Expressions from back in the day. That's when you had to order your books, y'all. You would get like a little magazine and you could flip through or you could see the books. You would order your books. That's when I was in college. And I was like, I would love to do this one day, like have my book in Black Expressions.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Well, that's gone now. But
Mm.
yeah, it's gone now. But that was like those little seeds like that you don't even realize are shaping your life
Yes.
and giving you a future that you never anticipated. So that is what led me to writing. It really did. I was like, I got one story to tell, and that was Chasing Ava. I didn't have an idea for a series or nothing. I had one book in me. And I just started writing it on my lunch break, and it was so stinking long, y'all. I'm telling you, it was so long. But I poured everything I wanted to do with those characters onto the page. And then I decided, you know what, I actually want to publish it. But the first book, I literally wrote it for me. I wrote it
Right.
for me and my coworkers. And
Oh,
and we would, you know how it can be when you working together in a place, it's fast paced. The house
yeah.
fast paced. I know y'all don't think we moving fast because we always begin to them appointments late and stuff. But y'all behind the scenes, it's a lot happening, like emails, phone ringing. I'm looking up labs. I'm checking on X-rays, right? Old patients calling. I'm the pharmacy ringing. Did I put the prescription right? It's a whole lot of stuff happening.
There's a lot going on, right?
Yes, and you like, I've been waiting another 15 minutes out here. My appointment's 15 minutes ago. But and so on our lunch break, and it's only 30 minutes, on our lunch break, that's when we would just decompress and just talk, right? Just talk. And we all had this love of story. And I would just share, y'all, this is what I wrote today. And my coworkers started reading it. And they was like, you should publish it. I was like, I should. And they was like,
Yes.
good. And I was like, then I shall.
So, look, say less, right?
Yes, say
Say
less.
less.
Yes. Now let me be about this. How do you do that? I don't even know.
Right.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer Copeland checking in. Hey, Jennifer. Hi, Kim. Hey, Kim. What's going on?
Yes,
Y'all, come on
yes.
in. Come on in.
Oh,
So, girl. But wait, so when you did the publishing thing,
yeah.
I mean, was it indie published? Did you get an agent? Did you go straight to the publishing company and say, hey, y'all, hear my story? Quit playing with me. Like,
Okay.
how was that process?
So I am type A. Let me just preface by saying that I am a type
What?
A personality. I know I'm a smiling type A, right? So, but I am a type A personality. So I had to do my research, right? So I was like, let me see what the options are, right? So I literally started doing the research, and at the time I was transitioning out of the military, and so I had hired an executive coach because I'm like, I'm going into corporate America and I'm gonna do this and dun da da da. Like I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna change this
Get it.
healthcare landscape for us. And so here I am working with my coach, and she was like, I don't think that's what you really want to do. And I was like, what? And she's like, you keep talking about this book. Like we're talking about corporate America getting this straight, putting all these things in place, but you keep talking about this book that you've written and this research you're doing. And she's like, I think you really want to do that. Let's explore that.
Oh.
Like, you think
Oh,
so?
she said, let's explore it.
She's like, let's explore that because she's like, I really feel like she's like, of course you can do this corporate thing if that's what you want. But she's like, let's just explore this. Tell me what you're doing. If you were gonna publish a book, what would you have to do? That's when I discovered RWA. That's when I discovered the classes. That's when I discovered the online community.
Mm-hmm.
These are things I didn't know, even though I had been a reader for decades.
Wow.
But I didn't know. And so it was Debbie who said, let's pull the thread on that and see what you get. And I got so excited. I am so excited, more than I ever was, about going and being a healthcare executive.
That executive coach, and Missy said it right. The executive coach was your angel of spoken dreams.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes, she really was. And I was like, oh, I was like, they have classes at the junior college. They have national organizations you can join. I was like, they have reader groups, blah, 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 like all this stuff. And
You
she's like,
all in.
yes. And she's like,
Yeah.
let's put the pieces in place. And then she's like, okay, now do you want to be indie publishing? Because I had done some research on that. Or do you want to be traditional? And so I started pitching and I got requests for the manuscripts, but then they started telling me like what they wanted me to do. And I said, you know what? I think after 23 years in uniform, I want to take back my control.
Yes.
I don't want to give it up right now. And that's what led me to indie publish my first novel. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to get your words out into the world. I think you have to do what feels good for you, what feels
Hmm.
right for
Yeah.
you, for where you are in your life,
At
right?
the time, yeah, yeah.
Yes, at the time. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. And life evolves, like it never stops evolving. And like I started that journey and more than 9 years ago. Like I published the first book 9 years ago, but that journey, like with Debbie and the transition out of the military, like that was 11 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Do
now,
you ever just look back at it and it's like, I've been doing this shit for 11 years?
yes, I do go wow. Just like you, I'm like, wow. Like even
Right.
my husband, he goes, wow. Like,
That's how I be feeling when my wedding anniversaries come up. I've been doing
yeah.
this shit for how many years? I just,
No, no, we
same
do the
shit.
same thing. I'm telling
Oh,
you, this morning, my husband said the exact same words. We were doing our quiet time because, we still do our quiet time together in the morning. And he was
good.
like, wow, Lord. Like, wow. Like, we're like been together like 30 years.
God. Hey,
I
30
know.
minutes and I'm cussing. If you don't get your
Yes.
ass out of here
Yes.
bothering me, 30 years. That's and you still do your quiet time. That's why your romance stories are so wonderful because it's like you're living what you're writing.
Yeah, I do.
Neat.
I have a good man at my side. I
Oh,
really do. I
that's sweet.
I'm thankful for him. I tell him all the time. I'm like, you're my treasure.
Oh,
Treasure.
look, my husband here's an interview. Don't get no ideas. We love
Like,
you.
yeah, like, yeah. You
I
go sit
love you.
down.
Yeah, yeah. You go sit down.
Yeah,
This ain't your testimony. You go sit down. The Lord didn't call. Okay, let me stop.
yeah.
So
No, we're blessed. We're blessed.
that is so sweet, though. I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Man, this is so cool. You said stop it. Listen, Kill.
Look,
Oh, wait.
hey,
Hey,
Sam.
mom, checking in. What's up, it's my mama checking in. So,
Just
Kill,
stop.
I'm gonna be good. Kill,
Look,
I'm
she
gonna be
clowning.
good.
I know that. She just clowning. All right, go ahead.
Kim done been to the house. She know how what's going on over here. I'm like,
Yes.
listen.
Look,
No, but
look.
that's so sweet though because you hear like you don't really hear a lot of women, period. Not only just romance authors talk about these significant others. Oh, here's my husband. He's cool. But you, girl, you close your eyes when you talking about that man. I
Yes.
love it.
Yes. Yeah.
Sharon C. Cooper's the same way. She be like, I'm Mrs.
Yes.
Cooper's wife. I be like,
Yes.
I'm like, oh, 20 years of marriage, all that stuff. It's like y'all both got that same. I'm listening. Can y'all call my husband and get him some? Anyway, so yeah, back to Chasing Ava. So then you went out there and you just researched about being an indie author.
Yes.
So you out there doing your thing. But eventually, okay, so before we get into the traditional stuff, you indie, I'm getting out here, I'm gonna, publish and see what happens. So tell us a little bit about what Chasing Ava is about.
So Chasing Ava is Ava is a woman who doesn't trust her own judgment. She's a professional woman. She's very competent. She's a pediatric nurse and
Mhm.
she knows what she's doing. She loves what she does. But when it comes to love, she has made missteps. She chose the right man. She chose to trust the wrong man.
Mm.
And because of that, she is bearing the weight of that, right? Like,
Right.
how could I pick the wrong man? How could I be so wrong about love? And so when she meets Logan in Chasing Ava,
Yeah.
yes, she's on this journey of chasing herself, the woman that she thought she was, and the woman that she hopes to be.
Right.
That's a part of her journey. And I'll be honest, I took a lot of criticism for Chasing Ava because um
From people, from your
yeah, like a lot of the readers, because they were like, why won't she just get over it? But you know what? When it comes to matters of the heart, it's a loss. And everybody deals with loss in different ways. What do you do when you lose trust in yourself?
oh
What do you do? Right? Like that is a journey in and of itself, y'all. That's a lot of different wounds to heal, and that's the journey that Ava is on when she meets a man who's been hurt by love. And Logan is the type of character that he knows Ava is the right woman for him, but he has to be able to trust her. And she has so many secrets, y'all, so many things that she doesn't want to share
mm,
about herself because she's ashamed. She's ashamed that a decision she made put her in a very vulnerable position and she got
us.
hurt. And I think, like, for me, is a journey that I could relate to, especially as a very young woman, just like seeing something in a man that wasn't really there, y'all. I think, like,
yeah.
just making it up in my head, like,
Yeah.
he's charming. And girl, like, I'm like, he ain't rotten egg. Like, he worse than that. Like, just, like, how did I do that? How did I mess that up? Uh,
Grand opening, grand closing. It was
yes. I'm
yeah,
like, I hate you, I hate you.
really, literally.
Yes. I hate you, if I had a water gun, that's a water gun, y'all.
That's
Like,
water gun. I'm having flashbacks, Jesus. Okay, come
yes,
on.
but I can so relate to Ava's journey, but it's it's something that we don't always allow ourselves to admit that we've been hurt. Like, right? As women, like we gotta have
Right.
it together. Gotta have
Yeah.
it together at work, at home, in the church,
Yes.
like everywhere. You gotta fake it till you make it. You just gotta have it together. Well, Ava doesn't have it together. She doesn't. And and she takes criticism for that. But I think as women, we need to see ourselves as, it's okay to admit that you've been hurt. It's okay to admit that you need to heal. It's okay to
Yeah.
admit, what? I'm not ready for love. I don't care how great he is. There's some things I need to work on in me first before I get there. I'm gonna mess this thing up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the journey that Ava is on. And I think the older I get, the more I appreciate the journey that she took me on in that book.
I absolutely love it. That's so cool. Okay, so you know Chase Ava, right? People was
Yes.
like, why don't you just give up? Same people talking about giving up.
Yes.
They ass is still pawning over the man that left them 50 years ago. Like, girl, let it go. Baby
Yes.
daddy been married to somebody else for 30 years. You still the child 35. You still won't let the baby go see her daddy. Like, come on. So the
Yes.
thing,
Why are you
the
still
thing,
arguing with him? Like, stop
why you
arguing with
still
him.
arguing?
Like, yes. Why is there blue lights at your door? Stop that. Stop
Stop
that. Let it
it.
go. I'm
Stop
gonna put
it.
it down
Right.
there.
Look,
Yeah, stop that.
stop that. Girl, that's what I
It's
be
not
saying.
easy.
Like it's not that deep. Kim said hubby and I have 30 years. Good God,
Yes,
Jesus.
I know. Yeah, there's a
30
lot of
years.
yes.
Oh, you say you have what 53 years under my belt without one day. One day. We're not 53, girl. You look great. Yeah. I love that. Oh, Missy, what you got? Missy said red flags and the super. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her.
I'm telling you, you are so right. Red flags ain't a Superman cape. Say it again. Say it
I'm
again.
telling you. Hey, listen, I absolutely love it. I love it. She
Yeah.
said That wasn't
No,
Renata. Yeah, Renata gonna be cool. That's that Mitzi ass for these honey. But that's
I'm
the
with
truest
her.
thing you've ever seen. I love that. Red flags ain't a Superman cape.
Yes,
I'm gonna have to start
yes,
using that, girl.
yes. All these broke down men, and we trying to play mechanic. No, no,
Okay.
no.
So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, honey. So let's talk about your new release.
Yes,
We go back into this whole we on anything before we go into the publishing of traditional publishing. Let's talk about the new release. Fake it till you make it, honey. Let me show y'all this. Hold on, let me show y'all this book cover real quick. Hold on.
it's so
Let
beautiful.
me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Look
Yes,
at that.
yes,
Yeah, like he's so oh honey.
yes. I love everything about this cover. It just works.
Oh,
So fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is about two people who, Eli and Anne Marie, who are overwhelmed with life. Some of it is of their own making, some of it are things out of their control,
all right.
but they're overwhelmed with life. But they're both on a journey to figure out how to make life work for them. And it just so have it that fate pushes them together in that Anne Marie is coming out of a relationship, y'all, that is just toxic.
Ah,
And
don't you just hate those?
yes, and you see her on day one. Now you don't get to you're not going through it with her, but she has already left when you meet her. She's like into this journey, like I am out of here. I unpack my stuff. I am done with this man.
Bye.
And yes, and I am about to go make the life that I deserve. And the car breakdown. The
Oh,
car breakdown. And so she even talks about that, like, fleeing the scene of a breakup, that's the first line, should come with a checklist and jumper cables. This car now broke down on her on one of the worst days of her life. But what I love about Anne Marie's spirit is that she decides to bloom where she's planted. She
yeah,
sees the county bulletin, because it's a small town county bulletin, because that's what they got in the small town where I live in Florida. She sees the county bulletin, is one job in it, and she's going to get that one job, and she is going to fake it till she make it, because she
I
has
love it.
the qualifications she needs for that job. Let me just say that she has
Yeah.
other qualifications for that job. And then you meet Eli, and again, he is living his worst case scenario. He is
Mhm.
the oldest of three sons. His father has left him to vet practice. So he's on the heels of a divorce. He has lost his father. He is transitioned out of the military. He was an army vet to come home and what? And care for his
And
family.
care
He's
for
got
his
his
yeah.
mom, he's got his two brothers there, and they have this family homestead that they've lived on most of his life. And it's his job to save the practice because the practice is in foreclosure. And here he is, got help wanted sign, and he can't afford to pay nobody except for with apple butter and pies. He don't have no money.
But
He don't
wait,
have
but
no
wait,
money.
wait, wait, wait.
He don't have no
That
money.
was some good apple butter and pie though.
Yeah, he don't have no money. He don't
Oh
have
God,
no money.
help him, Lord, help him.
Yes, and it's a small town, so everybody know they don't have no money. Hence why there's help wanted, and no one has taken this job.
Ain't
But
nobody wanted this help.
nobody wanted. But Anne Marie is new to town, and she don't know that. And so they both faking it till they make it. And I love it because it's a story about family, the family you have, the family that you find. And it's about self-discovery, like really figuring out what you're made of, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
testing your own metal. That's what Anne Marie and Eli are doing together. And they don't realize it at first because they don't like each other. They do not like, because Eli is a military man, and y'all, we follow rules, right? If
Right.
we don't follow them, we at least know what they are, and we understand
Exactly.
breaking them. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Anne Marie, she just floats on the wind and whatever feels good. Like she just wake up in the morning and say, I'm just gonna go for it. What exactly she going for? She'll figure out when she get there.
How about that?
That's Anne Marie.
Yeah.
They are truly opposites attract. And she shows up, she'll have her resume. She didn't call, she didn't make an appointment, she hadn't set up no interview. And he was like, no, no. Now he the one that need help. And
You
he
know
like,
what? Okay, and that's what got me. I'm gonna put
yes.
like he needs some damn help. He gonna tell her no. Like I'm telling you, when I read that, I was like, I went back a couple of pages. I'm like, did something happen that I missed? What do you mean no? Did something happen
I
that where
know.
he decided against it? What's
I
going
know.
on?
I know. She's like, you didn't follow the rules. You did not follow the
You
rules.
not following the rules.
But thank God for family
Yeah,
because his mother, Leah, is there. Leah to the rescue, right? Like,
yeah,
here
yeah,
comes Mama, who's the voice of reason.
yeah,
And I love the relationship between Leah and her three adult sons, Eli
yeah.
being the oldest, Tobias, and Noah.
So
Like,
this is a series.
yes, this is a
Okay. So
series.
this is book one in the series.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yes.
Okay.
But I love the relationships in this book. It really gave me an opportunity to showcase black love, showcase black families. The Calvary family, Leah is black, her husband who's passed away was white, so her boys are
Yeah.
biracial.
Yeah.
And then Anne Marie, you have her family. So there's a contrast between the families, there's a contrast between the mothers, even though the families
And
are
the
all
exes.
similar journeys. Yeah.
I
Yes.
love it. So what made you decide to write this type of story? Small town romance, you know.
So you know what? I told you I live in a small town. In fact, I've spent a lot of my life in little small towns. Even in the military, when we lived overseas, like we lived in smaller villages,
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Yeah. So the beautiful thing about small towns is the types of conversations and connections you can have with people. There are
Right.
things that happen in small towns that, if you live in the city, like you're like, that wouldn't happen. I'm like, but it does.
Right.
It
Right.
does,
It
right?
does.
But it
Yeah.
does. I can remember, and I've shared this story before, but when we moved in our neighborhood where we are now, our neighbors invite us over. We live in townhouse, right? So there's
All
three.
right.
We're on one end, they're on another, and there's somebody in the middle. So they came over and they invited us over for cocktails. And I'm like,
Yes.
oh, cocktails. Yes, that sounds delicious. Yeah, for cocktails. And
Right.
so, we got a little gift together because, we Southern, you come bearing something, right? You bring something.
Right.
So I got a little candle and a card, and we went over for cocktails, and we got there. And we quickly learned that our neighbors had never been in our house. They know that the previous owners had done some remodeling and they had never seen it. And they said, so yeah, we invited y'all over because we want to come in your house and see it. And I was like, oh no, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
And you came out your mouth and said it.
Yes, but I love that because like that's the quirk of a small town. Like I know
Yeah.
what was done in that house, and
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like a big deal in the large scheme of things.
Yeah.
But our little community, there's only 1,500 residents, right?
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so they probably want to see everybody's house, and
Yeah.
ours was one they hadn't seen. So I was like, "Oh, bless your heart," "Oh, uh, uh,
No, we're
no."
good. Mhm.
No, thank you for the
Yeah.
cocktail, though.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
that's small town life, right? Like the oddest little things happen and they make you laugh, but they make the experience, the shared experience of living, like it makes it fun, right? Because you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, that happened in my small town. Right. And I love that. And so some of that you get in this story as well, just those unique stories that come out of
Mhm.
small towns, like the new girl in town. They was
Yeah.
like, oh, is that your fancy car down by the road? Oh,
Yeah.
notice your license tag. Like we actually remember what it
Yeah.
said. Like we know the make, we know the model. Oh, we saw luggage too. Like,
Yeah, where you going? Listen, it was so crazy. It reminds me when I first I'm in Massachusetts in Boston, so we moved in a small town. And we get here, I'm in a small town. I'm the only black person that's in this town. It's
yes.
crazy, right? Streets out everywhere. So my husband was coming to the grocery store, and one of the neighbors, he
Mhm.
was lean on the car, legs crossed,
Yes.
arms crossed, and
Yes.
so of course it wasn't like, he like, oh damn, we about to go to jail in this small town.
Yes.
I'm like, damn. So
Yes.
I'm at home. So he pulls up, he walks the car, and the guy was like, are you such and such? He was like, yeah. He's like, you live da 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 da. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we neighbors. I'm like,
Yeah.
you knew the car? Like you
Yeah.
knew the, come on, man. Like you knew the car. It was crazy. So you're absolutely right. These
Yes.
small towns, honey. And I love it though, because sometimes if anything going on, I call all of them. Somebody come get me.
Yes. Yes.
All the,
And you
all,
can do that. You
yeah,
can do
yeah.
that. And
I
you know what?
love it.
And your neighbors notice. Like
Oh
there's no
yeah,
like your neighbors notice everything, but they
everything.
also want you to know that they notice everything.
And I love it. I tell my house, I'm like, it's private enough that I have privacy, but I'm close enough that somebody decide they don't like me no more, I can run my ass across the street,
Yes.
or they can hear what's going on. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it, and I love this book. You guys go get this book. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Even if you just get it for the cover alone. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fake it till you make it. What you about to say, babe?
Yeah, and I think the other thing that I want to add into the world with this book,
Mhm.
so most of America is small towns, right?
Yeah,
Like most of us grow up in smaller places. Like the biggest place, like on the coast, right? You have the
yeah,
large cities, but a lot of us grow up in between those coasts.
yeah,
And so what's interesting about that is that you don't see as many stories featuring diverse folks in small towns.
yeah. You're right.
Most of America is what? A mashup of small towns. So it's
Hmm.
very interesting. And so it was something I wanted to take on. I'm like, yes, city girl takes on small town because there are plenty of us, people of color all over this country that make our communities work. We're
Yeah,
contributing to our communities, right? We are growing our networks. We're raising, productive kids. We have wonderful spouses. We have church networks, school, work, home,
yeah,
all these things we're pouring into community. Why don't we see that in story? Why isn't
yeah,
that reflected more in story?
yeah.
So I wanted to put that out. Like everybody can't be from New York City. Everybody can't
Right.
be from Chicago. Everybody
Exactly.
can't be from, Miami Beach. Everybody can't be from LA,
Right. Right.
not everybody.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to put into the world.
You have put it into the world too. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, speaking of putting stuff into the world,
Yes.
bring us to the segment here of the Brown Book But before we get in the segment, let me see. Let me go over here in this old chat and
Okay.
see what's going on. Yeah, they still talking about the apple, but yes, not apple. The cover is lovely. The cover is lovely. So
Thank
many of you said, don't forget the biscuits. Lord Jesus.
Yes, the biscuits. Like who made the potato salad, right?
Yes, don't
Who
forget the
on
biscuits.
the grill? Who did the chicken? Who made the biscuits? Who made the cornbread? All of these things are important in small communities, right?
Yeah,
Because a lot of conversation happens around food, so the food need to be good, right?
got to be
The
good.
food be good. I know, like this is one thing I learned, y'all, when I joined the military and started traveling. I didn't know people just got together and just had drinks and food be there and they
Drink.
not eat. I'm like, what
Yeah,
is all these parties for with all this alcohol? Nobody eating the food. I'm gonna go eat. So, like, cause that's what we do in the South. Like, we come together and
we.
eat. We don't just
Yeah,
drink. We come together and we eat. And I'm like,
you
everybody
know,
got a in their hand. They don't eat. They're not eating any of the food.
they're not. It's
So,
so crazy because when at Raw there was a couple authors. It's like, Shay, you feeding us too much. That's what you mean. She said they was like, it's food every damn where. I was like, I like to eat. I'm from the South. We it's food
yes.
at parties. It's a food on every corner. You can always in the corner,
Yes.
entertaining, and it's something there. It's a cake, pastries. It's something. So I was just like, the bar's open the whole time, and I need the food open because
Yes.
I'm hot. Look, my inner fat girl, I need a cookie every now and then. Like, I'm sorry. So
There
you're
you have
absolutely right about that. Yeah, you're right about that. Midnight. It says she's mobile right now. But Sierra, I so enjoyed the read. Also, the brothers and the cousins warm our heart.
Yes.
Will we see more of them again? Yes, now she
Yes,
says it's gonna be
you
a
will.
series for
Yes.
us.
Yes, you will see the cousin again, cousin Kanan. You will see Kanan again and his little mechanic doll Cocktail. Yes, you will see them again because guess what? If somebody new come to town in a small town, everybody come out.
That's
So,
it. Yeah.
book 2 is Noah's book. So everybody got to come out because somebody new's got to come to town. Everybody wants to know because that's just what we do. We want to
That's
know
what
who's
we
in
do.
our community, right? We don't want to
Right.
pretend like I see you like, who your people? Like, who your people? Where you from?
Exactly. Like we know where you from, boo. I love it. Speaking
Yes.
of everybody coming out and commenting and stuff, we're gonna go to this this segment here, the Brown Book series called Who'd You Rather?
Okay.
We're gonna get a couple of your heroes, we're gonna pit them against each other, and you let us
Okay.
know who you want to have a one night stand with.
Oh, goodness.
No love, romance, none of that.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hitting, quitting, that's it.
Oh, my goodness. Just one night?
Only for one night. That's
Oh,
it. Make
goodness.
it feel so right. Just that one.
So I want to say Eli, but I'm not because it would
You're
break
not.
his heart. He's not a one night man. So I'm going to have to say Roman from Salt Shaker.
No. We're gonna give you a who'd you rather. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay. I'm like,
And and I didn't even go with any of them. Because I
okay.
was like, I know for a fact who she go for. So no, we're gonna pit up different people and she let us know. All right,
Okay.
so here we go. It's from they went through a couple of little series here. Oh, I
Okay.
like him. All right, who'd you rather? Owen Tate or Mr. Connor?
Oh, Aru. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna go with Rue.
You think
I'm gonna
so?
I'm gonna go with the nerdy professor. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
All
nerdy
right.
professor.
She
Yes.
going with you, y'all. All right.
Yes. Yes. I'm going with the
All
nerdy
right.
professor.
All right. Who'd you rather? Hank
Oh,
Stewart or Luke Cole? Ba, 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 ba,
oh my
ba, ba,
goodness.
ba, 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 ba,
Okay. All right. Luke, I want your cabin. I think I'm gonna go with Luke.
You go with Luke?
Luke.
Okay. Okay, Luke. Okay, Luke.
I'm gonna go with Uncle Luke.
Yeah. Literally. Hey.
That's a different reference, y'all. That's a different reference.
They too young to know about that Uncle Luke
Yeah,
reference, baby. Yes, you gotta
yeah.
be from Florida,
That's
Florida.
right.
As
That's
my grandma
right.
used to say, she down there in Florida. You gotta be from
That's
Florida to
right.
understand
That's
Uncle
five
Luke, baby.
style. Yes.
Baby, I love it. All
Yeah.
right. Who'd you rather? Masters or
Ooh.
Gideon Rice?
Oh man, that is so stinking hard. Can I choose both?
Who would you go first though?
Logan.
Logan. I went with
Yes.
Logan too.
Yes. 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 Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, Logan is number one. He's the first
Yes.
one.
Yeah. He's the first one. Logan
He
is
is the
absolutely crazy. He is
oh
the
yeah. Yeah.
craziest man. He loves so hard. He loves so hard. He just put it all out there. So I don't know. Yeah, Logan gonna hold it down. Yeah, I love
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I went with Logan too. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see here. Who'd you rather?
Oh
Or
man.
Major Dawson Wright?
Uh,
Mm.
okay. I'm gonna go with Dawson. I'm gonna go with the major. I'm taking my Marine. I'm taking my Marine. I know
Oh,
Darwin Navy. I love you, but I'm taking my Marine.
did you read Darwin's book?
Yes, yes, I read it. I want to take my Marine. Let me tell you why. Because Jana is a different type of woman, y'all. She's a military woman too, and she come hard. She come hard.
Literally.
And Dawson is a type of man, y'all. He a Marine. Y'all know they can come a little crazy if any of y'all dated a man in Marine. They can come a little bit crazy. But
Baby.
this is a man that just smooths all her rough edges. Like he loves her the right way. And
Okay.
yeah, I love the way he makes her feel about herself. It's
That's
all
sexy.
about her. It's
Yeah.
all about her. Even
Okay.
when she don't want it to be. I love
You
him.
know what? Okay. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
We might have to menage that thing.
Yeah,
Okay, no
that's
cool.
a hard one. I know. It
Okay,
is.
okay.
It
That's
is.
cool. All right, next up. Easy. Who'd you rather?
Oh,
Jared Pierce or Lance
oh, Dr.
Stevens?
Jared Pierce or
Dr. Jared.
well, Lance,
The one night stand.
Lance, yeah, he is. He one night stand, and that's an age gap romance. So he likes sister with some seasoning on her. So I'm gonna go with Lance.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
with
go with
Lance too.
yes,
I
yes,
said, babe, I want to rock that young man's
look,
world.
yes. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I love me some Lance. Yeah,
Lance,
Lance.
Lance. That was crazy. When they went to different world, I thought they was gonna make it.
I did too. I really did. Y'all remember? Y'all remember the reference? Yeah, I thought they were gonna make it too.
They said I ain't right. Listen, Mama
Look,
Tony.
Shay,
Um,
I know. Like, look, you could tell we remember all the same things. Shay.
oh,
I
we
need
love,
you
yeah,
to
yeah.
know.
Thank you.
Look,
I'm permanently tired. I
look,
gotta get one for Siera.
I'm telling you, I was like, I told her but we were backstage. I said, you can have this flowery house coat I got on. I want your shirt. Look, I got
Oh,
on my
look,
little deer dress here, so I'm like,
you look
you
good,
can't.
honey. You got on the easy access dress. You think you
I know,
look?
right? Like, you go out there.
I love.
Look.
If I go put mine
I
on in a
know.
few minutes.
Well, she said two line crew. I know.
Two
Look, this is
line crew.
yes. This is the house
Yes.
bills paid. Y'all remember that? Like my grandmama got all her bills paid, all her kids raised in this cottage
And
dress.
this, listen, I'm talking about when I got old enough to be old enough to do whatever. My
Yes.
grandma said, I think I was, who was I? I was somewhere. And I was like, dang, no, I was asking my older brothers, everybody know my brothers make sure I'm Gucci, right? And so I said, I was figuring on a date. So I asked my older brother, I said, listen, I don't have, that's when the pay phones and all that stuff was. So
Mhm.
I was like, I have cash, whatever. I said, I need some money. So my brother was like, oh, you ain't got no money on you? I said, no, I don't want to go on a date by myself, whatever. My grandma came in the house. She said, baby, you was born with a pocketbook. You should never be broke. I said, what?
Hmm.
What's a pocketbook? And I'm going to pay all these purses. It took everything in me. I said, oh, baby, let me go and give me one of these little flower dresses, bitch. And I ain't been broke
Yes.
since. I said, these old folk, man, they just,
I know. Look, now you know what they talking about. Like you don't have
oh,
full picture.
baby,
Now I get
listen.
it.
I get now. I tell my nieces when they call me after some money, baby, where your pocketbook at? Is something wrong
Yes.
with it? What's
Yes.
up? They be like, Auntie, I'm like, I can't do it. Hi, honey. Hi. Hello, they said, hello, Sierra. Waiting for you from Trinidad. And so,
Yes.
oh,
Hey.
nice. Hey, Katie, girl, what's going on with you, sugar?
Yes.
What's going on? For the ones who just checking
Oh,
in or whatever, you can always hit the replay. You know what I'm saying? Hit the replay. Share it. Still share it. Share it to your friends. Share it to your
yes.
family. Tell them to go get uh fake it until you make it.
Yes.
Okay, go get it. Missy, yes, the pocketbook. Don't let them.
Don't let nothing. I see you crazy.
Woo,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
she gets some money.
Yes.
It depends on what kind of money you put in there, girl. I let
Yes.
you go back twice. You know what I'm saying? Sierra.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit because we're all about making sure every endeavors that everyone is doing that we get it out here. Anything romance, we're like listen, and then like I said, you friend to the family. You were my slick partner, so I was like, we gotta make sure everybody know everything Sierra's doing. So tell us a little bit about. I seen it over here, the Women on Words podcast, and like when can we catch it and all that good stuff? Because girl, I need to heal, honey. I need to heal.
Yes. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. The Women on Words podcast went on hiatus for a few years. It just resurfaced yesterday, but
Okay.
basically, look.
We're like just in time, right? We got it.
Yes, yes, yes. And I had Mahogany Silver Rain that hosted the show last night because she also had a podcast that's coming back in July. But basically it's us amplifying diverse voices, right? Because we know that There are plenty of authors to choose from, y'all. But with all this technology, there is our voice sometimes is minimized in the conversation. So
Right.
we have to create our own vehicles to amplify our voices, to get our stories out into the world. So
Yes.
that's what Women on Words does. Like, we talk about a different diverse romance every month. It's usually 2 to 3 authors or readers. Sometimes we switch it up a little bit. Sometimes the authors come on the show, but we're just sharing like great books,
I
not
love it.
just, how people say, oh, it's a great Black book. No, this is just a
Yeah.
great book, right?
Yes.
It's a
Yeah.
great book with great characters. And that's what we want to talk about. So that's what Women on Words, that's what we do.
I absolutely love it. So we can go to your website and all
Yeah.
the good stuff, and so we'll be able to look for it, find it, download it, share
Yes.
it, all that good stuff. All Women on Words. Oh my God, we got 5 minutes left. This is on
Oh,
my nerves. Sierra,
oh,
you're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to come back.
okay. I will.
Before we go, so we got Women on Words podcast, and you guys look for that. And Sierra is gonna be posting and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
She gonna be back at Raw, so November 1st to the 3rd. So we're gonna get that straight, and we're gonna see if she bring that fine man with her. Girls Glam notebooks.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Girl Glam notebooks. They are basically journals, reading, your reading catalogs, stuff for your kids that feature women of color, not just Black women, but women of color on the covers. And I did that just because again, just wanting to see faces that look like me,
Right.
faces that look like the women of the world. Like, women, we're so beautiful, we're so
Yes.
dynamic,
Yes.
right? And we all deserve to have our stories told. We all deserve to go out in the world and see positive images of ourselves reflected back at us. And
Right.
so that's where Girl Glam journals came from. I think I have about 11 journals right now.
You
Um,
got 10.
y'all have
So
10? Okay.
because one
Okay,
coming this
I have
way. So
10.
yeah.
Okay, I
Hmm.
have 10. Thank you for
Hmm.
that.
You're welcome.
I had 10. And I have one that with the little black mermaids on it that I made for my granddaughter. So that might be my second. But anyway, great gifts, great for Mother's Day. My mother keeps them displayed on her table because she was like, I just love looking at them. Like, they're
Yeah.
they're big, they're bold, they're colorful. You can use them, like I said, for journaling, for note taking at church. They have positive messages on the back or on the front cover. Again, just putting out in the world what I want to see, what I want to sow into my own daughter, into my daughter-in-law, into my grandkids. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my life, y'all. Just putting out into the world what I want to see.
Listen, you're doing a hell of a lot with your life, and we are happy about it. You know what I'm saying? We're happy about it. We're happy that you took out the time to come over here to the Brown Book series and talk to us, honey. You're gonna have to definitely come back. Every time I get on here with one of my good friends, it's like, damn it, time to go.
It
So
does. Time does fly when you're having a good time. So thank you for that. I needed that. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I'm a little under the weather. I'm not as hype as I normally am.
we can't tell. Listen, because it looks good to us, baby. It looks good to us.
Yes.
Before we go, we got one last question to ask. But give everything, all things Sierra London. Give us your call to action. Where do you want us to go? Where you can find the books, your all your social medias. If you got a newsletter, what all you want us to do, give it to us.
So if you go to SierraLondonAuthor.com, that's my website, you will find how to connect with me. You're gonna see this beautiful book pop up on the homepage. You're gonna see how to join my newsletter, where I'm gonna be this year, because I have a few more events coming up in person.
Mm-hmm.
Be in Florida, in North Carolina, in Atlanta, in South Carolina, in California, in Kentucky, as well as back here in Virginia. So I'm really trying to get out and spread the word about Fake It Till You Make It, y'all. This book is on the shelves in Walmart and Target, Books A Million, Barnes and Noble. If you haven't got a copy, go grab the copy, read the book, tell me what you think. come out in person, connect with me. I think my next in-person event, I have one in Winter Park, Florida, on the 9th at Writer's Block bookstore in Winter Park. That's on the 9th. And then on the 11th, I'll be in my hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. I'll be speaking at the Jacksonville Public Library on Edgewood Avenue, which my mom's that's close to home. So she's like, me and your daddy gonna be there.
I love it. I love it. Bring Jackson from Jacksonville.
Yes, Jacksonville. Yes, yes. All in the house. Yes. So I'm very excited. Yes, and Jennifer said, don't forget to join my readers group, and that's on Facebook, Siera London Starlets. You can also find me on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok. I'm on Threads as of last week because they be spilling a lot of tea there. So I'm on Threads, been there a little bit. Yeah. And I even pop up on X every now and then too.
Every now and then. Yeah. All right, Siera, we got one last question we're going to ask you. You ready?
Yes.
If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
That's the last question?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. It's my turn. Yeah, it's my turn.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, USA Today's best-selling, award-winning author, Miss Siera London. Thank you so much for joining me, Siera.
Thank you so much.
You are always a delight. Like, no lie, no exaggeration. It's such an honor just to be in your presence. You bring the sunshine. You're such a delight. It's wonderful.
The feeling is mutual, my friend. Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. All right, you guys, y'all know what's up. So, subscribe if you have not. Share if you haven't. All that good stuff. Go to Siera's page and get everything she got over there.
Yeah.
And then go to Amazon and get everything that's got her name on it. Everything. If you have not checked out the Lunchtime Chronicles, yo.
Yeah, season 7 is coming, y'all. You like short, hot, and spicy? I got you.
Yeah, make sure y'all check that out and go to her website, get everything. Make sure you tune into her podcast, all that good stuff. Go to our website, brownbookseries.com, and see who all we got coming on. We have a one-man, Katie Roberts. We got so many people coming up.
Yes,
it's absolutely crazy. So make sure you go check that out. If you haven't got your tickets yet for Raw, go ahead, go there. brownbookseries.com, click on the Raw tab and have all the information over there. We haven't uploaded all the authors yet because I got some people that's going to make you gag, and I don't want you to gag at the last minute. So make sure you go over there and check it out. All right, y'all be good. Hey, y'all know what's up. Stay safe, and most of all, stay positive. Hold on, Siera.
Hi, everybody.
It's for us, fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby.
Thank you, Jesus, the therapist.